wanted to take a little time today on the 38th Annual World AIDS Day to talk a little bit about what it was like at the beginning. In the early 1980s, I lived in New York City, and the first friends that I made there were people I met on Christopher Street in Greenwich Village. Towards the end of Christopher Street there, near the water, that was sort of a hangout. And all of a sudden, there was this disease. Really didn't know what it was at the time. And the friends that I had made were all dying. So many of them were sick. I remember there was a place called the AIDS Resource Center. It was one of the first places that helped people with HIV and AIDS, and I volunteered there. I remember part of my job was running the flea market. They had a flea market on 11th Avenue, and on Sunday afternoons, I and another friend kind of ran that flea market, and they sold whatever people brought, to the flea market, and that money went to help the AIDS Resource Center. Another one of my jobs was going into people's apartments who had HIV and AIDS and cleaning their apartment, washing their dishes, washing their clothes, reading to them, talking with them, making them food, bringing them food. I was 18 years old and didn't really know what was happening, or I just knew that the people I knew and loved and cared about were passing away. Young people my age. I guess I wanted to share this to just because we can't forget about the contributions that the people who are no longer here have made to our lives. I think about Brian, who was the first guy I ever fell in love with, and one of my best friends, David, and Peter, and Joshua, and Kevin, and there's so many names, it's hard to even remember them all. Juan. But I remember what they meant to me, what they meant to their other friends and their families. And so on this day, I just want us to recognize, yes, that there is a lot of work that we still need to do, a lot of pushing and fighting and getting what's necessary, but also to remember those lives that aren't here, but gave so much so that we could be.